Welcome to the aerodynamics class again, right? So today we will be discussing about our first elementary flow, right? So the first elementary flow we will consider is the uniform flow, right? So today our topic is uniform flow, right? In the previous classes, we had a discussion on the steam function, potential function, and the relationship between steam function, potential function, and again the incompressible flow, the characteristics of the incompressible flow, that is del dot V is equal to 0, and the irrotational flow where del cross V equal to 0, and the velocity potential del phi is equal to V. All those information we have discussed, right? I acknowledge John D. Anderson's fundamentals of aerodynamics, right? So let us start with this. So let us consider a uniform flow. This is a uniform flow. You can see the streamlines are parallel to each other, and the velocity, the free stream velocity is V infinity, right? And it is going towards the positive direction, right? Then we can say in this case that if the fluid is incompressible, then we know that the del dot B is equal to 0, right? And if it is irrotational, then del cross V is equal to 0. And another condition for the velocity potential, del phi is equal to V. So we already know that the steam function psi is equal to constant along the streamline, and perpendicular to that we consider the velocity potential phi, right? And we had a discussion that the gradient lines and isolines are perpendicular, and hence the equipotential lines and the steam lines are mutually perpendicular to each other. That is very much visible in the uniform flow. So this is a uniform flow. Very simple. You don't mind this curve now. We need to think only about the streamlines, where the streamlines moves with the velocity V infinity, where the psi is equal to constant along, and perpendicular the phi is equal to constant. And for any convention, we will consider x, y, and r. If there is a theta, then x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. That we know, right? So here x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. So with this basic points, we will start the discussion. That is why in the last class we have made the proof for this. Del dot V equal to 0, del cross V equal to 0, and we have proved that this is incompressible and this is irrotational, right? And one more condition we have considered for the uniform flow, that is del phi is equal to V. Now, we know the equations for the velocity potential. Say dou phi by dou x. What is dou phi by dou x? Dou phi by dou x is equal to u, right? And similarly, dou phi by dou y is equal to v. Now, in the uniform flow, right, you have a uniform flow here, right? So, in the uniform flow, what is u and what is v? So, in the uniform flow, what is u here? U is the velocity in x direction. So, someone can say, what is u?
R cos theta.
R cos theta. U is velocity. So here you have two components. The u component velocity is v infinity, and v component there is no velocity. So v is equal to 0 in a uniform flow, right? Hence we can write v is equal to v infinity. You have only the velocity in u direction, right? So even it is v infinity, and in y direction there is no velocity. So we consider u is equal to v infinity and v is equal to 0. Now let us integrate this equation, first equation. So the first equation becomes phi is equal to v infinity x plus a function f of y. Right? So f of y is a function of y, right? Now let us integrate the another equation. So here phi is equal to a constant plus g of x we can write, right? So g of x is a function of x only. So let us consider this, and say for example the equation which we have shown for phi is equal to constant plus g of x, and the equation phi is equal to v infinity x plus f of y, both are almost the same, right? Same function. So by comparing these two equations, right, the g of x must be like v infinity x. So what we will consider here is, finally we will write the equation phi that is equal to, the g of x will be definitely v infinity x plus a constant, right? So in the practical problems, so this is the equation, the velocity potential equation, right? In most of the practical problems, if you consider, the actual value of phi is not very much significant. So if we say the value of phi is not so significant, right? But still we use phi, right? Because we can have del phi is equal to v. So if we consider such a derivative, then finally we can write phi can be v infinity x, right? So this is the final equation. If you even don't consider the constant, there will not be much change, and hence we consider phi is equal to v infinity x. So this equation is the equation for velocity potential for uniform flow with velocity v infinity, right? This is the equation for uniform flow, right? So this is uniform flow and moving with the velocity v infinity and moving in a positive direction. Right? Now, let us proceed further, right? So we know the velocity potential for the uniform flow. Similarly, we can calculate the steam function. We have a steam function, right? So let us start. What is the equation for streamline steam function? Dou psi by dou x. We can write dou y, that is equal to u. Similarly, we know dou psi by dou x is equal to minus v. That we know already. From the steam function, potential function, we have derived this, right? Now, what happened to this equation? Dou psi by dou y is equal to u. In this case, u is equal to v infinity. Similarly, here it is 0 because we already know that there is no flow in the y direction, and hence we can consider dou psi by dou x, that is equal to minus v, that is equal to 0. Right? So by integrating these equations, finally we can arrive to the steam function psi, that is equal to v infinity y. Right? So v infinity y equal to psi is a steam function for incompressible flow, right? For uniform flow, incompressible flow, incompressible flow, and oriented in a positive direction. Right? Okay. Now, here we have in x direction in the polar coordinate system, we can consider x equal to r cos theta, and similarly y is equal to r sin theta. So this equation, say this phi, if you want to write in polar coordinate system, we can write phi is equal to v infinity or cos theta. Similarly, psi is equal to v infinity or sin theta. So this is for the polar coordinate system. Right? And this corresponds to the Cartesian coordinate system. Now, in the uniform flow, we want to prove something. Let us try. Let us consider the circulation in the uniform flow. Right? So say, let us consider a curve C. Right? So this is actually the curve C. and the height of the curve is h, and the length of the curve is L. So if L is here, you can have L here and H here, right? So we want to consider the circulation component here, right? So what is actually the circulation? What is the definition for circulation? How can we define the circulation? Anyone? How to define the circulation? Just go through your notes and you can say. Karthikeyan. What is circulation? Anyone?
Sir, the measure of rotation of a fluid.
Okay. What is the real definition? Circulation is simply the negative of the line integral of velocity around a closed curve in a flow. Do you remember the definition? Okay, let us consider that curve, right? I want to consider that curve. And okay. So please remember this curve with the height is the height and the L is the length, and it is a closed curve. Okay, let us consider the circulation in a uniform flow is equal to minus of the closed integral C T into ds. Right? Is it visible now? Now,
Yes,
gamma is equal to the closed integral minus of closed integral V ds. Now, the closed curve C, you have a closed curve C. There is a closed curve C, right? So, this equation B dot ds, we can write this equation. So let us start from this point. What is velocity here?
V infinity.
Yeah. So we can consider V infinity into ds. What is ds? L. For this V infinity into ds, that is L. Then here, since it is coming down, it is minus. I want to consider as minus. Positive, and this is negative, and this is positive, and this is negative. Okay. So minus 0, the y velocity is 0 into h. Then what about this one? What is the velocity here?
Minus V infinity.
Yeah, minus V infinity into L. Then plus 0 is the y velocity into h. So finally, this will become 0. So the gamma is equal to 0. Right? So The meaning here is for any arbitrary closed curve in the uniform flow, the circulation is zero. We can write this definition. Circulation around any closed curve, in a uniform flow is zero. Please always remember this. This is very important because whenever we think about the competitive exams, GATE and other things, so we will have this point, right? So circulation around any closed curve in a uniform flow is zero, right? So if circulation around any closed curve is equal to zero, then here we can write the gamma that is equal to double integral over S del cross V is equal to del cross V dot ds, right? We can write the equation if in the uniform flow, if the closed curve is equal to zero, that means that del cross V is equal to zero everywhere. What is the meaning of the del cross V equal to zero?
It's irrotational everywhere.
So it is irrotational everywhere. Right? So the meaning is in a closed curve, in a uniform flow, the flow is irrotational everywhere. That's all. Right? Okay. So this is all about the uniform flow. Right? Very simple. The uniform flow. Right? We have taken, we have calculated the velocity potential and the stream function. Then we have tried to consider a closed curve in a uniform flow, and we found that the gamma that is equal to zero. So we can say that the circulation around any closed curve in a uniform flow is zero. And then we found that the gamma is equal to minus double integral over S del cross V dot ds equal to zero. Then del cross V is equal to zero everywhere, and hence in a uniform flow, the flow is irrotational everywhere, right? So I stop at this point on this uniform flow, and we will have a discussion on source flow and the sink flow in the next class. Thank you very much.